Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Renvi, or what is the Bumbaclat? What's up?
Subscribe, William.
So today I have two beautiful ladies with me today. Obviously, I'm really sorry guys. I know I've been gone for a hot minute, but I'm back. I had to take a bit of a break, but I'm back now. Do you know what I mean? Go watch my other YouTube videos if you haven't already. Subscribe, like, share, comment. But yeah, ladies, hello.
What's
Introduce yourselves. Introduce yourselves.
All right, so I'm Myra. I'm a heels teacher, and that's how I know this beautiful girl.
Get at her. She's lit.
Thank you. Anyways, I teach dancing and help women to become more confident, sexy, and all that stuff. So yeah, that's me.
Vibes. Hi guys, I'm Piwe. I ramble a lot on social media.
Yes. And she's brilliant.
Thank you. Yeah, on Snapchat, Instagram, catch me anywhere, bro. I'm rambling. I also travel quite a bit, make content constantly, and yeah, I don't know what else they want to know. I'm a bit controversial. You need to know that.
She's a model.
Yeah.
She's a bad bee.
Yeah.
Get at her.
Oh yeah. Creators, come on.
Yes.
Fansly as well.
Yes.
I'm on Fansly.
Subscribe.
You know what I mean? $15 per month. That's cheap.
You can do it. If you can go and party, you can go and subscribe.
Exactly. What? You're getting 20 euros for a ticket to get into a club for 5 hours? Mine lasts for a month. Come on.
Honestly, okay. So to even get into, so obviously the reason why I brought these ladies on today is because of the work that you guys do, and as somebody myself that is into like heels and just being sensual and being a baby, I want to know how did it start for you? Like, what intrigued you in getting into the work that you guys do? So obviously with you, like heels and pole dancing, with you, Fansly, what intrigued you? When did it intrigue you? Go. When did you start?
You
what?
Go
yeah.
first?
No, you go first.
You go
The floor
first.
is yours.
Okay. Well, for me, heels, I would say I was just looking for ways to become more confident, and pole dancing and heels became like a really massive, important step in my life.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was like a new era that I tapped into. Incredible. It was like the best thing I've done.
So
and
was
now I'm
it
a teacher.
So was it a thing where like you were insecure beforehand?
I wasn't super insecure, but it helped me to accept my body more, I would say. Like, before that, I wasn't very comfortable with, like, dressing up, not super open, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't feeling confident in that, but now I'm like, whatever. Swimsuits, I'm here, showing off my body.
So where did you first come across the idea of like heels? Because for me, I came across it from TikTok actually, which is one of your page. Because I wanted to get back into dance, because I used to dance when I was younger as well, and I wanted to get back into dancing. And just somehow, divine timing, God was doing what needed to be done, and your TikTok came on my For You page, and I was like, oh my God, yes! And that's when I started coming to your classes. So for you, like, what was that thing that like?
It was very popular actually, because I'm from Ukraine originally, so it was a big thing there.
Oh yeah, I've seen. No, they're competitive. You guys are
very
good.
competitive, yeah. So basically, that's how I decided to start it.
Okay.
It was really cool. Yeah.
From what age?
From 18.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, but I love what I do. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it
beautiful.
helps a lot. Like right now, I feel like so sexy when I dance. It's great.
Vibes. Did it take you long to get to that point?
Yeah, it took a while, but now I'm here.
Yeah.
Teaching.
I'm
Yeah.
happy.
So do you wanna go?
And you?
Yeah.
It's you.
I don't know. I've always like found bodies to be beautiful, especially the female body.
Period.
You know what I mean? And I feel like for a very long time that hasn't been appreciated. Like, if anything, we're taught to hate our bodies. Do you know what I mean?
Literally.
So it started off when I had like stretch marks when I was younger. It's like,
What age was this?
I was like around like 10, 11,
Okay.
you know?
Well, she was thick from early.
Dude, I had stretch marks, and like the people always pointed out, especially women for some reason, be like, oh my God, you need bio oil. So I was like, okay, this fuss, like from this age now at 13, I already don't want to wear like a swimming costume. And my mom's like, no, you're fine. My mom's trying to get me be confident in myself. And I'm like, no, you can't wear swimming costumes. You're gonna. So yeah, it's like all of those things, all those talks about body, all that, you're too big, you need to lose weight, you need to eat like this to be healthy, you need to go on this diet. You have people who like, all of that, it comes back to the body, how you feel about yourself, how you see yourself. So I was like, well, if I start posting my body, well, not just posting, but I knew from the moment I started taking photos of it before I even posted that I fucking love this. Like, I love the confidence I get when I take a naked photo of myself. I'm like, wow, see this blessing. So I'm like, I shouldn't need someone to tell me first that I look good when I know I look good. You're only an addition to what I already know. Because why are you breaking and building my confidence? Everyone is already doing that. The adverts are already doing that. Our parents are already doing that. So let me be the one to actually take ownership over how I see myself. And that's how it started. And then it got into Fansly only because people saw me posting how I posted so confidently that they're like, you may as well just make money. And I was like, say less. Nudes for $15, guys.
The promotion is perfect.
Anyway, you get a chance, you just gotta put it there.
And like even for you then, so from you doing that like as a hobby, how did it then turn into like wanting to make it into a business?
Well, I wasn't actually expecting it to happen.
Okay.
But I felt like there is something I can give to other people, you know, because I got very comfortable with my body when I started doing like pole dancing and heels. So I figured I might as well help others, and I've seen some progress with my students, and I'm just, I don't know, makes me feel really happy to see that.
Did you start teaching when you came to Ireland?
I have done a little bit before for like 6 months or something, but yeah, in Ireland it's been over a year now, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
What like advice would you give if someone wanted to go into like starting like heels, like the business side of things, or even like as fans and you wanted to actually like go into it and like they're just scared of like, you know, perception and judgment and all that stuff?
Yeah, well, I would say you need to start doing that. Get over it. Try. Go from the small steps with dancing, with taking photos. Don't take photos. I don't know, that's more your thing, I guess. But don't take photos, for example, of your full body. Take of your arm, of your hands, like all of the small steps, and then you can have a bigger picture.
Yeah.
Maybe that could work. The same with heels. Like, don't expect to have the best results ever when you start dancing. It takes a while. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know even like, let's say I'm going to even specify to like Ireland and like how
let's go bigger.
and like how like even doing OnlyFans and stuff like that can be like very like looked down upon and stuff like that. Like, so let's say if there's a woman out there that wants to get into it and she's just scared of the backlash that she's going to receive, like what advice would you give homegirl?
Stay true to you. Like, if you know why you're doing it and you had a reason as to why you wanted to do this, whether it's because you want to enhance your confidence, you want to make money, whatever it is, you've got to stay true to you, because whatever decision you were ever going to make, people were going to talk anyways.
Facts.
It doesn't matter. Facts. You decided to drop out of college. Oh my God, this failure.
God knows.
You decided you got a child when you're 20. Oh my God, this failure. Oh my, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, people are going to talk shit. So long as you know why you're doing you don't even need to explain it. So long as you know and you're confident in what you're doing, before telling other people. Because there's the confidence of, I want to do this, and then you get into that. Then there's the sharing, the promoting, and then there's talking about it. So long as the one before other people are involved, because it's only you who talks shit to yourself anyways, the most. So if you feel good about it, then fuck what anyone else says, because they're not actually rooting for you or anything. They're just there, just watching. So if they're gonna watch, make a good show.
Facts. I love that. I hope you're hearing though. So I want to know as well, when like on the earlier side of things, like how did you deal with people's perception? Because I know for me, especially when I've had some experiences with men, like, and it's only been with men. Surprisingly, I'm not really surprised. But,
no women.
You know what I mean? No, literally, I've only had experience with men where, like, let's say I've posted a dancing video or whatever the case may be, and I've gotten one of them was like, oh, it's women like you that's why there's hoes out here, and that's why there's gold diggers because of women like you, and I'm like, sad motherfucking eye. Do you know what I mean?
What is he saying? Well, okay, did you ask him to expand what he meant by women like you?
No, because I don't even know where the conversation went, but I don't know, because I was like, what does golding have to do with me wanting to express myself through dance? Do you get what I mean? Yeah. And then he was like, oh, I don't even, you just went to go and do like rubbish, do you get what I mean? But I left it there, and then he screenshot the post and he started. I was like, it's good. What's my business?
What?
You know what I mean? But yeah, things like
you
that.
You should have sent that to me.
I still think we were like friends at that point. I
Okay.
don't think so. And then I've got like another experience where like somebody called me a nympho, which I didn't
What's
even
that?
know what exactly. I didn't know what the hell that was until another girl. Cause I posted on my story as well, and another girl told me that was like, oh, it's somebody that like is like very indulgent into sex. And
Yes,
was like,
I love fucking
and I was
sex,
like, what
bro.
does me dancing have to do with my sex life?
No, but also at the same time, it's like, yeah, I like sex. So what? Are you gonna make me
Do you
now
know
hate
what I
sex,
mean?
Yeah.
bro?
Like even that's the thing. Like even the girl was like, "Oh, like can you not just mind his business?" That's what I'm saying. Like it's always I don't know. The
I'm
two
getting
genders,
pissed
like
off.
the receptions that I get from
could
the two
tell, I could
genders is very interesting. So that's what I'm saying. Like for you earlier on, like how did you react to like what was people's like perceptions or like how did you deal with all of that at the start?
I would say I didn't really have much hate
Okay.
because, again, in my country, it's very popular to do all of the pole dance and heels.
Yeah.
But I could tell that once I moved to Ireland, it was more challenging.
Oh, okay.
Actually, sorry. Before you continue that side question, because I have it in my mind, would you say the culture in Ukraine and the culture in Ireland, is there like a difference like between
Oh
the
yeah,
openness?
of course, it's completely two different countries.
Okay. And like what's
I think
like,
Ireland is more conservative, way more.
yeah.
Interesting.
I get that.
This big.
Wow.
Conservative. Yeah, like people like in Ukraine, they with like pole dance and heels. Like it still gets sexualized. Obviously, there are still insane men. Like we cannot
Yeah.
escape them. You know that.
Unfortunately.
But like overall, people are more okay with that. You know.
Yeah, compared
And
to here.
here, it's tricky. There are
Yeah.
a few things that's but overall, like I didn't have any problems with that because I know what I want to do and I'm just going for it. You know, like if I don't like something, I just don't reply to the messages.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
So for me, it wasn't that bad. Yeah. What about you?
Happy to hear that. Sorry, please. What was the question?
How did you like in the earlier stages? How did you deal with people's like commentary and like responses towards you, stuff like that, and perceptions?
Well, I don't know if I should start at Fansly or like the origination of like me posting half nude.
Go with the flow. Do whatever. You
I feel like because I started half naked photos when I was like 18 in so in like 2019 when I actually moved to Ireland. I feel like I cared a lot more about people's opinions then. Like even girls actually, like girls would be like, "Oh my god, don't post photos like that," and I'd be like, "Girl, what? Like leave me alone." Then they'd be telling me based on their perceptions of other people, but I've never really had perceptions of other people until people tell me perceptions of other people. Do you know what I mean? I just do me,
Yeah.
and then it's like people are telling me shit, and I'm like, oh, you think first of all.
you have a brain.
You have a brain. But then, yeah, I don't know. Like people talk shit to me, I'm just like, mind your business. Like I don't know. There's not much to say because most of the time we're going to be regurgitating information based off what we've been brought up to believe about these things. So like,
Oh yeah, facts.
it makes no sense to me. I'd rather speak with people who not think like me, but
that
like
align with you. And
that
the way-
align with me.
yeah.
People who actually get it or at least want to get it. Ask questions that because you don't know.
Yeah,
trying to
and you're actually curious, you wanna be-
you're
yeah.
curious. Whereas when you're just asking to judge me, you're not even asking me at that point.
This,
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I can't hang around people who choose to close their minds because you're not closed-minded. You just chose to close your mind.
Facts.
Now I can't really help you
Facts.
Maybe they're just insecure and they see you doing what they would potentially want to do. So
there. Yeah, but it's like that's up to you to realize your insecurity or realize where I inspire you.
Self-awareness.
You know, exactly.
Yeah, self-awareness.
So I can't bring that to you. I can't be like, oh, you do realize you're insecure, right? And that's why I just allow you, and then you'll grow at your own pace because I can't really force
Everyone's
growth.
journey is different.
Yeah,
right? You
Exactly.
can't force
I
anyone.
mean, I haven't grown in some aspects. I wouldn't want anyone to force me. So
Facts.
just allow them. If it means we have to like not speak for a while, doesn't mean we've cut each other off. It just means for that while, do your thing and I do mine, and we meet at the flip side. You know.
I love that.
yeah, that's nice.
I really like that. Has there been any like really like emotionally I don't want to say damaging, but like emotional experience that you've had with it that has taken a toll on you? And like how did you get out of that if so?
Honestly, for me, nothing really very damaged. Like there were a few problems, I would say, but it like took me 1 month, and I was like, okay,
Okay.
so nothing really major.
Yeah.
And you?
I think, yeah, a little bit like, see, when it comes to things like this, guys become tricky, like dating and all of that stuff.
Yeah, actually.
Oh, dating. Yeah,
It
fair.
become,
Okay.
yeah. So when it comes to that, where like, say I'm talking to someone, then they find out about Fansly. Well, usually I now just tell people from the beginning, but this started while we were talking. I started the Fansly while we were talking, and then they just became so much more distant, and like we're like, that's a red flag. I was like, what? They're like, that's a red flag. And then they were talking about how if you have a Fansly, then like I'm less likely to cuff you. Like they were just putting me down because of my Fansly. And I was like, one thing about my Fansly, you will never compete with it. Don't come to my life to compete with my Fansly. That's my baby. That's gonna be my empire. You're gonna come and you're gonna go. You're not as consistent as this, because this is what I'm doing for myself.
Yeah.
You're coming here to receive stuff from me, and I'm receiving stuff from you. And once that exchange is over, you're moving out of my life.
Yeah.
So as much as it like hurt me that, oh, this person doesn't appreciate the whole of me, at the same time I was like, I don't need people who are gonna break me so that they can feel better about themselves, because whether they're insecure or what, and even just their general perspectives or perceptions surrounding women were very derogatory or were very disrespectful. And I was like, oh, you're not only hurting me, you're hurting my women.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I don't know how I feel about that. So mental fortitude will get you out of it, because you have to be strong in yourself. So like there's times I would have maybe been like, okay, maybe Fansly is not the greatest idea. But then when I think about the reasons, all of the artistic, the cultural, the embracing femininity, sensuality, when all of those things come back together, a man is nothing to me. And my family at the end of the day matters more than just some random strangers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what they say would probably hurt or make me feel better about myself a lot more than people that we meet and pass. And I could meet so many. When they say there's many fish in the sea,
There really is.
trust me, there are. Some of them pay you as well.
And what about friendships? Like, have you lost any friendships from it?
No,
Or like-
actually, surprisingly,
I
I
love
would have thought, yeah, if I haven't noticed, thank
Yeah,
God.
okay.
But yeah, no, it's only when I was younger, when we were still in high school, caring about high school people's opinions, that like people would have drifted away from me. But other than that, no, my friends are very fucking supportive.
I love that.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. I feel like as I've grown more confident in myself, I've found people who are confident in themselves, who are confident in me.
Oh my God, that is actually so true. Because one thing, because even like with the way my life has like changed drastically, like in the last year as well, I've noticed as well, like something like with that I am now implementing into my life is I can't be around people that are not like self-assured, like have
Yeah,
a very solid sense of self, like are very confident in themselves and who they are and their work as well. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because when they say like, oh, the people that you surround yourself by is very important, it's not, like, it's no joke. Like it's actually
no
very,
joke.
very real,
Yeah.
real facts. Because you don't realize how somebody, even the way somebody else talks about themselves will affect you. Do you know what I mean?
Totally.
So I agree, and I love that for you. And
Thank you.
And I hope.
I mean, you're one of the people. Dude, we met and we were just vibing, and I was like,
yeah,
damn.
literally.
I love the non-judgment. Like, this is the thing with friendships. I'm sorry, like, this is so... But the thing with friendships that you need to, like... I lost my chain of thought. Can you guys believe that? Hold on.
That happens, no problem.
And I was so gassed. Yo, what the fuck? Hold on. The thing with friendships, you guys need to build each other. Like, when you're having conversations, you need to, like... There needs to be a way that when I leave this room, I'm like, I learned so fucking much.
This.
Yo.
Yes. Yes.
So when you're seeing yourself in friendships where you keep regressing, you need to
or like you
look
feel
at them.
drained, or you just
Dude.
feel like miserable with
Yeah.
life.
Dude, you need to be surrounded by people who inspire you, and you inspire them as well. So let it be a. I love that. That's what I love about friendships these days.
Yeah. You need to exchange energy.
Positive energy.
Yes, it's very key. Oh my God, actually, you know, I'm gonna big myself up here. Cause I posted a TikTok and somebody was like, "Oh, I love your positivity," and I was like, "Yes."
Yeah.
Thank you.
Say that again.
Okay, do you guys have any questions for me or anything like that you want to add into the conversation?
Yeah. How did you get into heels?
Yeah. Into
What made you get into it?
sensuality and
Yeah.
all of that.
Do you know what's so crazy? Because obviously I post on my Finsta quite a lot, and I always like speak on my
Yeah,
mind.
but Finsta?
I do indeed.
Girl.
It's kind of like a second journal for me because I
You
lost
need
my
to
actual.
send this to me.
Yes, I will. I really do. What's it called? So I've always been into like erotic life.
Same.
Sensuality, sexuality. Like I've always been into since young. Do you know what I mean? I said I used to dance when I was younger too.
Wait, are you a Taurus?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, it screams itself.
Does it?
Yeah, Tauruses love sex.
Yeah,
like,
no.
no, and in the most positive way possible.
God knows.
My most positive sex positive friends, Tauruses.
Yeah.
All of them. I love it
Yeah.
so much. I learned so much from Tauruses. Anyway,
If you're doing it with the right person,
you?
yeah.
I'm a Virgo.
Ah.
You?
Capricorn.
So we're all earth signs, earth
Ooh,
babies.
yeah, vibes.
That's
Okay.
interesting.
But what was I gonna say? Yeah. So what's it called? Yeah. So I wanted to get into dance, and as I said before, I stumbled upon her thing, and I just fell in love with like how she was expressing herself, and I was like, I want this, because even for me when I was younger, like I was actually very much a big tomboy when I was younger. I hated wearing dresses. I hated wearing skirts. Like anything girly, it was not me. I hated
Same.
the color pink. Like
Yeah.
I was just so against it. But then I don't know. I guess as I grew older, I was like, Zuna, I can't be like this forever. Like, do you know what I mean? Like I am a girl. Like I want to feel good myself, because obviously I was very, very insecure, like ridiculously insecure when I was younger.
What do you think caused that though?
Validation, people pleasing. I craved people's opinions. Like I like people's opinions matter to me from friends, families, whatever. Like yeah, like I just didn't love myself. Like I genuinely hated myself. Like everything about me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it got to a point where I was like, I can't be like this forever. Like I'd rather than be like this. No, God knows. Like so,
I can relate.
so I was like, okay, let me try and fix my life up together.
Yeah.
Hence why I started going to the gym. I lost a lot of weight after quarantine, which boosted my confidence like to the max. And I started dancing as well, which helped me like gain so much confidence. And then it's like the more I dance, like heels dance. Actually, I started doing pole dancing as well.
Yeah.
Got into that, loved it. I don't do any more right now because money is no money today. But yeah, and it's like the more I got into like just accepting like even my body, like being comfortable in my body, like loving my actual body, like being able to look at it in the mirror like naked and be like, I look sexy as shit. Like, do you know what I mean?
Dude, the way she moves on camera.
So,
I'm always like, wow. Like she's not even naked. She's just dressed and looking good. I'm like, wow. Okay.
But yeah, and it's like now I love wearing dresses, like especially like long, like maxi dresses and maxi skirts. Like I just love wearing dresses, like even heels. I used to like never been able to walk in heels, and now I have like stilettos and shit like that. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I still can walk in heels.
Do you know what I mean? Like the change is crazy. So I guess like obviously the more you go into it and like the changes that you see, and it's like it becomes like addictive in a sense. Do you know what I mean? And with me, if I find something that I proper love, like I become obsessed. Do you know what I mean? So
you said hyperfixation.
yeah, no, for real. Like so that's kind of now I'm just riding the wave and living life and becoming a bad bitch about it. So
Yeah, I'm very happy about this.
You get me?
I'm very happy about this.
That's
so
nice.
yeah.
And that's how you should start heels, guys.
No, honestly.
Just listen to Zarina speak about it
Honestly.
and the
She's so
passion.
passionate about it.
Exactly.
Insane.
No, honestly, I would honestly recommend every woman get into it. And it's crazy because like once I started like posting about it as well, like I've like the feedback I've gotten from women wanting to get into it, and like it's crazy. Like a lot of, like, especially black women, like a lot of women like are intrigued into getting into it, but are scared.
But they're scared,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's always fear, like because
yeah.
of judgment and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean?
Dude, and what can you expect? You know, kind of like how you asked me, like, what was like your friends' reactions and all.
Yeah.
Obviously, people will be scared. Like, people are like, oof, am I gonna lose my friends? You know, or they've seen it happen to other people, or they've seen the backlash that influencers or celebrities get for the shit that they do. That they're like, I could never. But it's like, it's your world.
No,
Yeah.
it really
Actually your world.
is. It really is. I mean, and I feel like as a society we should. I don't know how to say this. Obviously, I know how the whole concept of like you're in control of your reality,
Yeah.
bro. Like it's actually a real thing. Like you can do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
Like no joke. Like you can actually do whatever the hell you want. Obviously, consequences also do come as well. But if you don't give a fuck, do it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like
Nah, that shit about consequences, because I was moving mad when I went to Kenya. I'm not gonna go too much into detail, but I was living my world, bro. This was Piwa's world. Trust me. I'm looking at these consequences like, ooh, maybe you need to come back back to reality.
Yeah.
But like, nah, I'm
But
still.
you live and you learn. Like you'll never know
Yeah.
unless you try. Like
No, I don't regret none of that shit. In fact, I think the only thing that fucked me up was how much I was doubting my shit. But it's like, nah, if I step back and stop feeling how I'm feeling, and I just look at myself from 2 years ago and the life I would have wanted for myself, I was doing exactly that. So yeah, there's consequences, but it's okay. Next time, do the same thing with a different strategy.
exactly.
And you have different consequences.
I don't know who said it. I think it's Isaac Newton or Albert Einstein. I don't know one of them two. But he said that like, oh, insanity is doing the exact same thing over and expecting different results.
Yeah.
So if you want to change your life, don't be doing the exact same shit you're doing now. Like, do you know what I mean? Stop being a fucking
Exactly.
Yeah,
loser.
yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. That was a lovely segment. I love that. I want to switch the conversation a little bit and ask you guys, do you guys have any like weird fetishes or like addictions or like guilty pleasures? Because for me, I'm going to go first. I love watching ASMR mukbangs.
Okay.
I love it. Like, look, for me, I'm a big foodie. Like, I love food.
Interesting.
So, like, I'm telling you, I could be in my bed for hours binge watching ASMR mukbangs.
Does it
on
not make you
TikTok,
hungry,
on
bro?
No. Like, I don't know what
No?
it is. Like, watching other people eat, I just...
Wow.
Like, I know just the way, like,
They lay it out.
they display the food.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, I want to eat. Like, that's kind of how I got into eating sushi. Because I used to watch a lot of, like, sushi mukbangs. And now I love sushi. Like, literally.
Interesting.
Like, for hours.
A
babe.
mukbang is the
never
last
heard of
thing
this.
I would have
For
expected.
hours. I could go watching it.
For
Right.
hours.
Yeah, no, literally.
It's that
No,
bad?
actually, it's that deep. On TikTok, on YouTube, like, I'm there.
You need to make your own mukbangs now.
I'm like, no, I've done a couple. I always get embarrassed because I'm like, ew.
No.
But because I feel like I eat like
But
a
if you
grandma.
Nah, fuck that. Just post it.
But no, for real though.
Yeah.
Like, that's my thing. Like, that's literally my thing.
Oh, vibes.
So let me, like, I want to know what you guys. And also, actually, I'll just expose myself a little bit here. I also am really into like feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about licking feet? Looking
No,
at
like-
feet, touching feet?
Not like me doing it to other person, like getting it done to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
I really am. So hey,
But
my
what do you
future
like being
babe-
done to your feet?
What?
What do you like being done to your feet?
Oh, just like play with it, suck it if you want, touch it. I don't know, whatever the fuck you feel like.
Ooh,
do you know what I mean?
vibes. Don't go near my feet, please.
So my future babe, if you're
Stay
listening
away.
to this,
Oh.
Zarina, do you have a sneaky link who should be watching this?
I really wish.
Oh.
Maybe soon. Who knows? If
Soon,
you're
after this
fucking
video,
bastard.
please. Yeah, I hope that I hope it happens, and then
Yes.
you update it with another podcast.
Oh yes, I will.
And be like, guys, do you remember this conversation? I find.
Yes, I will. I will.
Okay, and what's yours?
Oh man, after this I don't even know. I don't even know. But I like observing people actually. I just like
Yes.
sitting somewhere and just like looking at everyone, what they do.
Same.
And it's a bit freaky, you know, if you think about it.
No, you learn about people like a
Yeah,
lot.
but that's a bit what I really enjoy actually. But I don't even know. After feats, I'm thinking, what can I say? I'll think about it.
Okay,
Maybe you
we'll
can
come back to you.
Okay, dokie.
Cause, guys, you brought this up and my mind started racing because I wasn't sure. I was like, where do we start?
That's a
but
list.
honestly, but you know how you were saying observing people?
Yeah.
For me, it's not observing them whole, but it's the little things that they do. There's things people do with their hands or like just anything about them, just small little things that are just unique to them. And observing that makes me so happy because I'm like, oh my God, that's your little trait. Like just how you pick that little, like whether you're picking an orange or just how you chew, I don't know, but like those small little things for me stick out.
Yeah, and
because
it makes you like.
Exactly. And it's like, oh, that little habit that you picked up from doing this and that. And then I pick up some of those habits because I like them. That's how much I look at them as well. Yeah.
Wow, that's
like,
very deep.
yeah, like I don't even want to do it. It's just like, if I see something I like, say like reels. If I like hyperfixate on car reels, for example, trust me, next thing I'm saying, guys, if you have a car, I would like to record your car. Because I've watched it enough times.
Yeah.
So I know like one of my friends, there's a way she makes her videos. And I obviously watch her videos. And then I was making a video on Snapchat about like another topic completely. And then I was like, wait, what the fuck? I just sounded like her. And I was just like, that
Do you know
awareness.
what? I'm actually looking the same as well. Like when it comes to like
Really?
when people like say certain phrases, I pick up people's
I
phrases
pick those
and stuff
up.
like- yeah.
And I think like it's very odd, but at the same time I'm like, I like it because it's like if people mean something to me, then that part of them comes becomes a part of me.
Yeah.
And same thing happens with them. My friends now say stuff that I say, things that only I would ever say. And then when they say it, I'm like, oh, you picked that up from me.
Yeah, like, that's my word.
That's my word. I set a trend there.
But it shows you how like intertwined as humans we really are, and how like susceptible to each other's like behaviors and stuff like that.
Dude, you know something I think about a lot is slang.
Yeah.
And how like I could be here, we're here, and we use the same terms. What's a term I could use, for example? Slay. Anything stupid. Slay, slay, slay. You go to Africa, you see the same fucking shit. And you're like, wait, how the fuck did this term, I can see it's on the internet, obviously, but how did these terms just like go so far?
Yeah,
or
well,
even like texts before. See, now we type like full text, like we actually type the full thing. There's a point, I don't remember when in the 2000s, where we would only use shorts, like for about, ABT or, you know, that stuff. And it's like, but it didn't matter where you were. Everyone had picked that up.
Yeah.
How the fuck?
Yeah.
That really like intrigues me, because just like you're saying, the interconnectedness, we just observe small things and we like it because it's different, and then we pick it up. And it's like, how? You know? I'm fascinated by that.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I get that.
Yeah. But then onto like sexual stuff. What do I like? I like I feel like I want to be tied.
Do it. It's lit.
I want to be tied.
It's lit.
And everything rough.
Not me expose myself on social media, what the fuck? But yeah, do it.
Oh,
It's lit.
so you done?
Oh yeah, it's lit. It's lit.
With cuffs or with ropes?
Ropes.
Okay.
It's lit. Yeah.
You need to trust the person though.
No, yeah, definitely.
Can we talk about how you need to trust people for sex?
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
of
you know
course.
what's so crazy? I literally was filming a YouTube video in my house yesterday, and about it because it was like things we need to untaboo, and one of it was like as women, like being comfortable with being comfortable. How do I phrase it? Like being comfortable, like actually liking sex. Do you know what I mean?
I'm getting into that now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, guys, I used to hate sex.
Same.
I
Yeah.
used to fucking hate. Like, I
Yeah.
thought I was asexual for ages.
No, God, no, same. Yeah.
Then when I clocked it, I was like, nah, this can't be true. So I started like obviously learning about sex and like what I like and the shame and like the emotional shame and all that that comes with and the vulnerability and safety with the people that you're around and yourself, all of that. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I like sex. I just need to have it more. So I started having it more, and the more I had it, the more I fucking loved it. And but just
what
because
changed? Would you say it's because of the quantity, or because of the people that you were doing it with, or because of your mindset going into it?
my mindset.
Okay.
The moment I realized that the reason I hated sex is because of the shame that I had about it, whether through religious trauma or just, you know, being a girl.
Did you feel like there was because I know, because something I also was talking about in that episode, when it comes out, everybody go watch it, but was how, like, as a woman, like, there's a pressure to kind of, like, please the man, so that you kind of have to, like, forget about yourself. Do you know what I mean? And let's say, even if you're not enjoying the situation, speaking up about it, like, it's scary.
I didn't even like pleasing men. I can't lie.
Okay.
Like, just the very act of sex pissed
Yeah.
me off. I was like, first, this is how it felt before. It was like, what are you doing to my body? Get off my body. Like, not to my body, but like, my body is not reacting the way I
feel
know
like-
people are meant to
like,
react.
I feel like it should,
Yeah,
I would just be like, it's like this mic is here. What the fuck is this mic doing here?
Yeah.
Get this mic out of my face.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how it
yeah.
felt. Like, it was
Yeah.
very like, ugh.
Yeah.
So then I was like, well, other people like sex. And I know from being, when I was younger, I used to be horny as fuck. So something's wrong here. Something's not adding up. So when I was like, I'd delve deeper into your own mind, psychoanalyze yourself. And I realized, okay, it's a lot of shame. I don't feel safe maybe around the people that I'm having sex with. So I need to feel safe, allow myself to feel safe. And yeah, once I started realizing all of those little factors and how they like come to play, and like I don't know, like I want to do wild shit, but like obviously I have to trust you.
Yeah.
So now trust comes into
Yeah.
factor.
trust is important.
And then there's like, funny enough, me being on social media has a huge impact on how I like have sex, because I'm like, I don't want like some people are actually weird. Like they'll do shit just to say that they did shit with this person. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So,
Seriously,
and I know some of my friends who've had like been recorded while they're having sex. So I'm just like I was very wary for a long time, had absolutely no trust for anyone, and had no trust in myself as well. I think like I just didn't like I also didn't like myself, I think. I don't think I liked my body completely. So sure, I can like the exterior of my body, but when it came to
Internally,
sex,
it was,
I was
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just like, had to be like, learn how to have the will to want to learn to like it. And then once I started actually asking more questions, my friends who've had a lot of sex would tell me stuff, and I would ask, and I'd be like, okay, how do you arch your back again? And she was there demonstrating, and I'm like, okay. So yeah,
Can I
like,
record?
yeah, please, can I just take a but yeah, having those conversations with your friends who are actually sexually open helps as well, because
Yeah,
you realize the things that you like are not so weird.
Yes.
Everyone fucking likes them.
Yes.
You know? So
did you ever explore the realm of like masturbation to help you become more comfortable with your body?
funny enough, a guy helped me with that.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Props to him.
Props
Ooh,
to him
that
for real.
was. Hit me up. I'm joking.
Yeah, because I was like, sex, Then we just like started like teasing each other, like, because he knew that's what I wanted to like work on. So
Was it like a friend or just like a sneaky link or a boyfriend or whatever?
it was gonna be a sneaky link, and then it ended before I saw him.
Okay.
But it was good vibes while it happened, and we're good vibes now. Yeah, but
Oh, yeah,
like,
like you're still in communication with the
oh
guy.
yeah, now we're
Okay.
just chilling. Yeah, I don't like throwing away my sneaky links.
I hear it.
Do you know what?
Sometimes
They're-
keep that
You
with
keep it
people.
Not even in rotation, but like, you're a good friend before we were sexual partners, so you can be a good friend after.
That's mature.
And they give such great business advice. As a business lover, I'm like, every time some shit happens with a sneaky link, now we can't talk. Come on, what's that thing you were telling me about marketing? Please, let's get into that.
Yeah,
Marketing.
I love that though. Balance. I like that.
Yeah, that's what I like for myself.
Because
Anyway.
at least then it proves that men and women can just be friends, even if you've had like intimate
Oh, yeah,
relationships
for
with each
sure.
other.
But I think you have to be mature. Both
Yeah,
of you.
that's what I'm saying. Like the relationship
Because
is very
like
mature.
you know, some men are not mature.
Yeah.
They'll just run away.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think I used to be immature as well. Probably just used to stop talking to the person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Go
But yeah,
to-
you know, just
Deuces.
sorry. Yeah, but like, he helped me only because like would call, and then he'd just like, because that was the topic, that was what we were focusing on. It helped me open up a lot more, and then from that point forth, I was like, hey, maybe if you actually started masturbating more, you would actually start knowing what you like and all of that. So yeah, I got into that as well.
Because one thing I will say is a phrase that I stumbled upon on RuPaul's Drag Race, and I've carried it ever since, is if you can't love yourself, how the hell is somebody else gonna love you? So it's the
Yeah,
same way with if you don't know what you like, how do you expect other people to know how to please you
Yeah,
as well?
yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Do
It's
you
the
know-
exact same thing.
That's a tricky one. I want to oppose that.
Go on.
I feel like it's different for everyone.
Okay.
I feel like there's some people who need to love themselves first. And I
Yes.
think there's some people who learn to love themselves through other people.
Okay.
I'm the type of person who needs to love herself first.
Yes.
I know that about myself. But there's some people I've actually witnessed who absolutely hate themselves, and the more love they've received, they could see how they can put that into their own.
Okay.
So it just depends on how you calculate shit in your life.
Okay.
For me, I need to have the most confidence in myself to believe you. Because even if I have confidence, I can still not believe you just because I have trust issues.
Yeah, facts.
Whereas if you have no trust issues, you might hate yourself, but other people's validation might make more sense to you and help you then love yourself more.
Okay.
Yeah, actually that's true. My mom had the same problem. Like she couldn't love herself.
Okay.
But because of like some people she'd
Showing
been
her.
seeing.
She could
Yeah,
see it.
yeah, she could see that. Yeah, so that's true. Yeah. But the same for me though, like me first.
Yeah,
then
same,
everybody
same.
Yeah.
It's the earth.
Yeah.
Signs,
I'm
sorry.
like, there's no love you could give me.
That I can't
before.
give myself.
Yeah, like I have to be the one to show myself first. Then I can believe you after. But that's after I've seen, okay, you're doing it the way I like to be loved, because
Yeah.
that's how I know I like to be loved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's also there are like 5 love languages or something like that.
Do you believe in love languages?
Not really. I'll be honest with you. Only
Same.
because what I don't believe, or not even just believe, but what I don't like about is the fact that people like pick and choose what is what. I feel like we need a combination of everything to be able to actually like have a healthy, flourishing
You know,
relationship.
like if you're like, if say someone says their love language is gift giving, do you mean giving gifts or receiving gifts?
Yeah.
And also, you might like giving gifts and receiving acts of service. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, obviously you don't stick to just one. I think it's like overall, but I was just curious what you think.
What are yours? What's your love language?
Receiving gifts.
I see. Caught you.
I like giving gifts as well, but
Yeah.
receiving is nicer.
Do you know what's so crazy? With me, I only recently like learned about myself that my top one would probably be words of affirmation.
Okay.
Yeah, I love just being told that like do you know what I
You're
mean?
hot.
Yeah.
No, do you know what? I just realized. I forgot. I have a praise kink.
Yeah, same. That's the thing. Like literally, that's what I'm saying. Like I just recently learned. Like I just love being admired and just appreciated. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, I'm the same as well. Do you know what I mean? Especially like when like you're being intimate with somebody. Do you know what I mean? Like vocalness within it. Like I just love. Like it goes me like. I think
Dude, it drives me crazy.
literally, I think that's also because like I'm a talker. I love to talk.
Yeah.
I love to socialize with people. So I think mental stimulation for me is like the thing for me.
Yeah,
Like, do you know what I mean?
I
Makes
agree.
sense,
And then
makes
after
sense,
that, it's
makes
like quality time. I just love being around people.
No, guys, can I ask you guys? Have you guys ever because you guys are all conversationalists? Have you ever during sex had a full-on serious conversation?
What do you mean by
Mid-sex, I've had a serious conversation.
about what
Probably,
though? Like, give me an example.
I don't even think it had anything to do with sex. Just stopped, looked at each other, and started
Like
talking.
took a break for like 5 seconds.
Not even it became 5 minutes. It's like
Okay.
I'm there, like, and we're talking,
Oh
and
no.
we're having a call. But like, it
You know
was.
what?
I liked it because that's how we are. Like as people, like me and that person together, we're just like that. Like we talk anyways, and it just seemed that our brains wanted to focus on that, but we didn't want to like let go of this either. So
I love that. I actually love that one. I was like,
no, that was my favorite thing ever.
I
Because I
love
was
that so
like,
much.
when you're in sync with someone, it's easy.
Yeah,
it
it just
doesn't
flows.
feel weird.
It flows.
Yeah,
It
that
makes
You know,
sense. It
it's
feels
fine.
right.
Yeah, because then after that we just continued,
Yeah.
and then, you know,
So just deep conversation for 5 minutes while still. Okay.
Or
because-
it's like yeah.
because we just like conversation that much that when whatever had triggered us, we wanted to really get into that. But sometimes, yeah, it's about sex. It's like I'll just be sitting there asking, so, I'm like, should I expose myself now? I don't know, but like guys know a lot more about sex, and I feel like I'm confused half the time. So I'll actually just ask, like,
Yeah.
shit that seems stupid to them, but I have no clue what's going on.
That's good.
So yeah,
But that's good though. You need to be able to communicate
being
on those type of
open-minded is
things.
super important, I think.
yeah.
What did you say?
Being open-minded.
Yeah.
But also them being open-minded to the fact that you don't know.
Exactly.
Yes.
You know?
That's
Because
a
you cannot
green
be
flag.
you cannot be tearing me down wanting to like know how to
Yeah.
please you more.
Like, how
as
can you
well.
ask me how do you not know this? Bitch,
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
Yeah,
that's-
yeah.
y'all are the ones who've been allowed to be open about this shit.
Exactly.
We-
Yeah.
No, I think actually guys who ask how did you not know this are insecure.
Yeah.
Actually, that's what I think. Because the ones who are confident, they have no problem.
They have no problem telling you. Oh,
Or,
and I
yeah.
love a man who can explain to you. When I ask you a question and you actually want to sit down and tell me, I'm like, tell me more, please. Like, I just don't understand how I can ask you something and you think it's stupid. Like, that's why we have Google, right? Google never asks you will never tell you this is stupid.
Yeah,
They will
yeah.
answer your question.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, yeah, but I agree with you saying they're insecure because it's like they're insecure in the answer they could give you. They don't trust their answer. They don't think
okay.
they know enough.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So they're like, how can you not know? Because
You
they
know.
don't think that they can explain it in a way that will make sense.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So that's unfortunate.
Damn.
You guys haven't had conversations during sex?
No, like
5 minutes conversations? I don't think so, no.
like for me, like I don't know. Like it's more of just like a I don't know. It's more like just like banter in a sense. Like I just like to banter or like I'll throw little like I don't know like just throw little like comedic things here and
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Like,
but, like-
I don't know. Well, for me, I just love when like you're able to like get to a point of like laughing with each other. Let's say like
Yeah,
if
yeah,
somebody
that's-
burps or like
yeah.
farts or
Dude.
whatever, and you're able just to like laugh.
Dude.
That's to me. I love those little moments because it's like
Dude.
okay, we're at a good, comfortable
Yeah,
place with each
yeah,
other.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And like still like continue and still enjoy the moment as well. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, just smaller things like that.
Dude, but why has... Can we talk about how sex has become like... It's like you can have sex, but you can't have like... You're either friends, you have sex, but there's that in between, that like... it's harder to tell someone you like them than it is to say I want to fuck you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Actually,
That's what I'm trying to say.
that's our generation.
Why? It's so weird to me.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
I feel like I've had to conform now. I've had to be like,
Yeah, I don't
okay, fine, let's fuck.
Do you know what's so crazy? Like, I'm actually going through that right now.
Ooh.
And
What
it's
do you
stressing me out. Because I'm normally, like, if I like somebody, let's say, or if I'm attracted to someone or I'm interested in somebody, I normally would just say it without, like, expecting you to, like without, like, any expectations. Like, I'm just saying this to release it. Because with me, if it's in my mind, it's going to, like, boggle me.
You know,
know,
you need to let it out.
Yeah, so I have to just say it. But I don't know, like, but it's, like, I think just because of, like, seeing how, like, everything has, like, seeing how, like, every time I do it, it's never really, like, giving me enough satisfaction or giving me what I wanted back. So now, like, with this person that has now arisen, it's like, I don't know if I want to say it or not. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, I know you're attracted to me as well. Do you know what I mean? But then it's like, if I say it, like, I want you to say it first to me before I say it to you. Do you know what I mean?
I think because we are scared.
Oh yeah, scared of rejection. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
I'm like, first of all, why do we...
But it's scary to do the first step, though.
It really is.
Like, because something will change. Either, like, there or there.
Yeah.
Existing is scary. Because why is it that we spend most of our life wondering if people like us?
Yeah.
I tell you I like you, you tell me you like me back. Heartbreak will happen, we move on. Come on! Like, we make it...
Or, wait, maybe you both like each other, but you don't want to be, like, in any sense serious with the person. So you know that if you put this question, you know, like, this happens to me right now.
Okay.
That's why I don't want to ask this.
Okay. Because, like, you don't want a relationship from it?
No, yeah, for now I don't want a relationship.
But you do like them, you do have an attraction for them.
Yeah, I do like it.
But that could still be said. It's like, I like you, but, like...
I don't,
I'm not in the situation.
So where do you go from there then? Because it's like, if I'm around you, like, I want to jump on you, like, do you know what I mean? But then it's like, that would just make my feelings even stronger. So then where do you go from there?
Be friends with benefits.
But then that's the thing, that would make my feelings even stronger, like.
It's okay, so long as it's mutual, it's okay. Because then, I think what makes feelings stronger for me, is when I like someone, and I'm not sure how they feel about me, and it's stuck in my head, and then there's this little games, and there's no clarity. Because now I'm like, it's like push and pull, you know?
Yeah.
But when it's like an agreement, okay, we're attracted to each other, and then we decide what we're going to do from there, everything becomes symbiotic. It's like, it's just become seamless. It's like, okay, even if I like you, or you like me, or you don't like me, or you like me, the fact that we're moving in unison just makes everything easier. Okay. If I want to see you, I'm going to tell you I want to see you, and we're going to see each other, and then we're going to have good times.
No, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So what would you say I should do in my situation now?
Because you don't...
Tips, let's go.
Yeah, gonna give you some advice.
I mean, do you want to fuck them?
Yes.
And do you know if they want to fuck you?
I don't know.
That's the tricky one.
Well,
play game.
Play game.
I almost said play games, but not play games in a way that you confuse the person, but in a way that, like, have conversation where you find out where their head's at.
But the thing is, see, I'm also, like, very stubborn looking. Like, I don't want to have to, like, reach out to you to talk to you. Like, I want you to want me. So they said that I know, like, okay, it's mutual. Then I can, like, you know, give you my energy.
You don't want to show off too much interest.
Yeah, I don't want to show off too much interest because, like, I know that, like, especially when I like people, like, for me, it gets very, very intense. Like, you know what I mean? Like, very intense.
I feel that
it's
at my core.
Intense, like, borderline obsession.
Dude, no, I feel that. And it's frustrating because I think women go through this more than men.
Yeah, no. So it's like, if that level of obsession isn't also reciprocated, or, like, at least I can feel it in some other way, then I don't want to show it. Because then it's like, what's the point then? Like,
find someone else to obsess over then.
Yeah, actually, just find more people.
Yeah.
That's my tip. That's how I live.
Thank you. That's what I do as well. If I feel like I'm too obsessed with one person,
find 10
I
more.
have to. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But please tell me you're telling the truth, though, because that's
no,
how I am.
I'm telling the truth.
Okay,
no,
good.
Seriously, like, I'm seeing us with people.
I've realized if I obsess over one person, they will be too, like, they won't know what to do. Yeah. Like, they will be overwhelmed. And I know I'm overwhelming you, and I don't mean to. It's just what's happening, you know? So I'm like, okay, this is how we ease it. I'll talk to someone else. Okay. I need to balance the two.
Yeah, this is essential. I think that's super important.
I think women should be allowed to have multiple partners, honestly.
And even if it's serious, go out more with everyone.
Even if it's serious, dude, like, while we were talking, I was talking to this person. Now you want me to dump them for you. No, I could just have you guys in little bits, you know? and still have my time for myself.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, talking to multiple people when
Always.
you're obsessing with over one person helps so much.
The thing is, like, when you have only one person, you obsess over them, you romanticize them, you think they're the best, even though you just don't see the flows.
The other people help you balance that out. That's why I'm like, also like, again, don't fight over my family. Them guys who pay me, we have a different relationship altogether. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're good vibes. Yeah, they fuck with me. Yeah, they think I'm hot. But there's no emotions there. It's just more appreciation. It's business, dude. So, like, if you come in there and you want to fight me over how you're jealous over him, dude, what?
Yeah.
These are, when you're coming into my store and I'm doing hair, you're not gonna come say, oh my god, you need to get these guys whose hair you do out of here. They're making me jealous. Nigga, fuck off. Fuck off. It's not like any of them find me less attractive because I'm doing their hair. They're still trying to hit. I'm just not giving them that access because we're making money here.
Fair enough.
I hear you.
Yeah. So just don't over obsess. That's it.
I'll try my
No,
best.
it's not that easy.
I'll try my best. It's actually not that easy at all.
No,
It's
like,
not that easy.
It's like, for me personally, when I feel like I start getting slightly obsessed, that happens, of course, as well. 10 more people, find them somehow. Well, maybe 5. Easy.
I
And
love
then
how
you-
your number is 10.
Yeah, I think it's a good number.
You really said that's how we balance the equation.
You know?
I hear it.
But it really helps you because then you see other people and you're like, oh, they're also really cool.
Yeah.
And then you're like, and now I have 10 to pick from.
Dude. And I can pick them all.
Yeah. You can
Like,
have
I
it
think
all.
at this point, it's not guys picking girls. It's girls picking guys.
Yeah. Do you think actually like the pendulum is starting to swing the other way?
Oh, yeah. And I'm enjoying
I
it.
love that for
Finally.
us.
I fucking
love
love
that for
it.
us. I
I'm
really love
like,
that for us.
y'all,
Do you feel
come
like
on.
we'd get to the point of like bringing back the matriarchy?
matriarchy, yeah. We're
In
already
the
on
West
the path.
though. In the West though.
Everywhere.
Okay.
We're already on the path.
Okay.
Like, the way I see shit, the way I move like I'm in a matriarchy.
I won't lie.
I move like I'm in a matriarchy because I feel like a lot of people, and this is in the most non-judgmental way possible, but like we're obviously ingrained from how we've been raised. But I feel like some of us have just realized, wait a minute, there's a loop here.
Yeah.
This can actually work in our favor, just like the world is in your control. It's like that. That's how I see like matriarchy. Like, I'm like, this is my world. Like, it's not the rules of the man. It's not, you care about my body count, nigga. I don't give a shit. You either want me or you don't. Like,
Yeah.
these small little arguments, that's
It's
the
not worth my
patriarchy
time
shit,
at all.
right?
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
let's
yeah,
let's
that's true.
progress.
Yeah. Let's evolve.
Let's evolve. Oh, you want to get with me? You know I'm getting with this other person. It's okay. It's none of your business.
Yeah.
You know?
They ain't got shit
You
to
don't
do
like
with
them? Leave. There'll be someone else to come there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
And I love that for us. I really do.
oh, I'm so happy for
Because
us, bro.
I even just see like that, just women in general like becoming more confident. I just love it.
Dude.
Yeah, yeah.
I just love
Without
it.
needing male validation.
Exactly.
Dude. No, you guys are not on Fansly, but I was about to ask you guys if you all see those conversations about people being like, oh, is OnlyFans a job?
I've seen it on TikTok.
I find them funny. They're the most hilarious. I can't even answer to them.
Yeah.
They're just hilarious to me. Because are you dumb? That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
To be honest. Are you dumb?
Nothing to add on to that.
Okay. I love that. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about before I move on?
Spirituality? Astrology?
Astrology.
Okay, let's move on because that's actually what I wanted to move on to as well. So
Okay.
obviously, I know both of you girls are spiritual babes. You're very into spirituality. So I want to know, starting with P-Way. I know for you it's more of a cultural thing, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, tell me about that. Like how was your family dynamic? Like is your family like just on a spiritual thing or like religious or like what's going on there?
Okay.
And then how did you properly like get into it just on your own?
Girl, it's been a journey. It's been a big ass journey. I was like Christian when I was younger. I didn't fuck with Christianity because, you know, the rules just didn't make sense. And also my specific church, my family, is one of the most extreme Christians. I don't know how to describe it. It's girls wear long. See how I'm dressed like how they would love me to dress today.
Yeah.
I'm in a long skirt. I'm not allowed to wear nail polish. Never mind. We're not allowed to eat hot food on Saturdays. We're not allowed.
shit.
Like
Oh
it's
my
very
gosh.
like it's like
Restriction as fuck.
it's very restricted. It's similar to Islam in a way. Like even when we go to church, the girls are meant to wear like these, I don't know what they're called over there.
Hijabs?
They're not hijabs, but they look like hijabs. They're white and you cover them like you can't even show your face.
Okay.
And I never got any of this things.
Wait, what religion is that?
it's like Christianity, but like the Southern African, because we even say it in our, we do it in our language as well.
Okay.
You know? But then the funny thing is, they appreciate African spirituality in the same breath.
Yeah.
Right? So they're that strict, but they also don't completely neglect our roots.
Yeah.
So I've had both of those kind of growing up. And then, so when I say both of them, I mean, we would still burn incense. That wasn't a taboo. Whereas in other Christian environments, that may be a taboo. It's like, you are worshipping. What are you worshipping? You know? Yeah. So, but then I moved around a bit, and then I came to Ireland, and people here are atheist most of the time. And I started learning more about that, and I'm like, okay, how do you not believe in God? And as much as I had my own doubts about Christianity, it was like, now I had people who to answer the questions that I had. It wasn't a taboo to ask about the Bible. It was no longer scary to just ask, you know? Why don't you believe?
Do you know what's actually so crazy? Because I remember I encountered my first atheist when I was in secondary school.
Yeah.
I don't know, it took me aback a little bit. But then it's like, until you actually just like, I guess as you said, ask questions, just are curious of like the way your brain
brain works, yeah.
I won't like, I'm not judging, but like even like now, I'm still a bit like. But I guess that's also just because of the way my own brain is
atheism or
what?
To atheism or
Yeah.
Imagine I've been atheist at some point. Now I consider myself agnostic. Yeah, I consider myself agnostic as in I don't know anything, and I don't think I ever will, and I'll never have the answers. No one ever will.
Okay.
So I prefer to use philosophy. Like I like the concepts in thinking about them and thinking about the decisions I make and how I live in this world.
Yeah.
How religion relates to psychology, relates to philosophy.
Yeah.
That's what I like to think
and
about.
Science. We need to add that
and science,
because all
you know,
intertwines
and
with each
astrology and all of that.
Yeah.
But I'm not any of them fully.
Okay.
So how I got into that was astrology. When I was younger, I would always read the newspapers and there was astrology. So it's not that I was an astrologist. I just liked that shit and I thought it made sense. Then as I got older, it was the new age spirituality that I got into, probably because of TikTok.
Yeah.
And then, you know.
Let's be honest, like, yeah.
You know.
COVID.
And then there was BLM. Then I was like, wait, you're telling me that the Bible allowed slavery? Got into that. Then went into even deeper, like, okay, where did Christianity even come for Africans? What were we before that? What did we believe in? Oh, spirituality. Got into that. So then you just keep diving deeper and deeper and deeper, and then instead of listening to your history, your actual history class, you're learning about African history, because that's what you're now preferring. So yeah, it's been that journey of figuring out why I'm the way I am, because that's how I was raised. But now I want to incorporate all that I know, the things that I fuck with, because I pick and choose what I want in my life, because I'm an individual. Yeah, so
I love that.
Yeah.
And you?
Oh.
So like, were you religious beforehand, or like?
No. So just only spirituality, the universe, all of that.
And was that something from your family as well, or?
Yeah. My mom was very interested in that.
Okay.
That's crazy, because so was my mom too.
Yeah, crazy moms.
Honestly, honestly, for me, I think I feel like I wouldn't be as like knowledgeable into like African spirituality specifically and stuff like that, like astrology and like numerology and stuff like that, if it wasn't for my mom.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
like
same actually.
No,
same.
like if it was my mom, like because she's very, very into. But the thing is with her is like she also grew up religious as well, with the Christian side of it and the Islam side of it. So she's very open to everything. Like that's the thing. My mom's also
that's
a very
what it will
open-minded
teach you.
person.
It will teach you to be open-minded for real.
Yeah. So even like growing up as well, like I had a lot of like Christian friends too. So if they would had like events or like church parties, whatever, like they would invite me to, and she was like, "Yeah, go." You know, I don't care. Like, do you know what I mean? So because of that and growing up in like different environments and just knowing everything, it just, I don't know, it just made me, as I said with you, like it just made me like a bit more open-minded with life in general. And
you realize that they all merge.
No, they do.
Yeah,
like God, that's what I'm
come
saying.
together.
That like people need to just talk, even if you don't care about like actually implementing it into your life. Just talk, have conversations, because you realize how much everything's actually really connected.
It's so connected. I mean, like even an instance where, like, say for example, you've lost your job and you have nothing to do. You could either think about it rationally, like an atheist, and be like, well, I don't know. Like you could be like, well, find a side hustle right now and start doing that. That's how you'll solve your life problems. Or you could be like a Christian and be like, I will pray to God to help me find another opportunity, which is gonna help you help yourself. Or you could think like a spiritualist and be like, well, I have the power within me to do whatever it is.
I'm gonna
that
manifest.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna manifest
Bitch.
it. You know what I
Do
mean?
what I need to do.
The universe is gonna point me to the right direction.
Dude, and it always does.
You know, or you go to a tarot reader as an astrologer and they go, oh, for a Gemini, this week, this is what's happening for you.
Yeah.
Either way, they are all aligning.
Yeah,
They're all
God
saying
knows,
the
it's all the
exact same
same.
thing.
Well, basically, yeah, just the universe kind of like, if something happens, I would be like, universe, can you help me out?
Yeah.
And there were a few situations in my life when it was really fucked up, and I wasn't sure if I can make it work somehow, and then I would meet the right person accidentally, or something will happen accidentally that will change it. And
The coincidences.
it's always like
Do you
all
know-
the time my money
Yeah.
are like there because I'm a big spender. Then at some moments it just comes randomly from
No,
like
literally.
somewhere I didn't expect, you know.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm very aligned with the universe, because I feel like I get very lucky in lots of ways.
Do you know where it stemmed from when it comes to your mother?
Mm?
Do you know like where like her interest in spirituality came from your mother?
Oh, I think she was just kind of looking for, you know, finding herself and stuff like that.
So it wasn't like
Kind of self-development. So yeah.
so it's all like on her own accord. It wasn't like a
yeah,
family
on her
thing.
own,
Okay.
I would say more. Yeah.
Okay.
But that really helped me. Like,
Yeah.
I can't believe. Like, I think I have everything that I have right now is because of her.
Yeah.
You know, because if I didn't believe in spirituality, I would never start doing things I do.
Okay. Yeah.
It
no,
really
no.
opens my mind to lots of things.
Yeah. No. God knows. Cause like go on.
Oh
No.
so much to talk about.
Honestly, there's so much to talk about. But
Yeah.
what I fuck with the most about astrology, that's what's helped me figure myself out.
For real? Astrology?
No, yes.
Astrology?
That's what,
Like
that's what I'm telling. No,
Yeah.
like
Houses.
I mean the actual whole system. That's what I'm saying. Like you need to go deeper. Like
circle.
the houses,
Yeah.
the degrees, like everything. Like go like the aspects, the synastry.
Dude.
Like go into it.
Like-
Like the deeper you go, the more you learn, and it's crazy because like the more you learn, the more you know that you don't actually know anything.
Dude!
Okay,
Literally,
now I wanna
dude.
check. Now
Literally.
I wanna check.
No, you should. Have you guys learned your your Lilith, like where your Lilith is
Yeah,
placed?
I'm a
What's
Pisces
yours?
Lilith in the
Same.
8th house.
That's why we like sensuality as
Yeah,
well, and erotic,
yeah.
and like talking about everything taboo. Like me, if we were to talk about
Is
sex,
it because it's
it'd-
water sign?
I don't know.
Or
That's just
it's
what.
sexual sign.
Lilith's like the moon, but there's darker side of the moon. So like your hidden passions, your hidden desires. Do you know what I mean? Something that you keep
fuck,
to
I wanna
yourself.
check
Do you know what I mean? And then depending on obviously on what house it is
You wanna
placed
check
in,
it
but then
after?
how
'Cause we'll be
manifest on
distracted.
what it is like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, sorry.
Can you
These are
repeat-
things about yourself you knew anyways, but knowing them from an astrological
Just
perspective,
confirms how who
Dude,
you are. Yeah, it
dude.
just confirms how you feel about yourself.
exactly.
Wow. That was
And
very
even then, like,
fascinating.
and then even it goes even deep of like being born into the family that you're born in.
Yeah.
It shows you that like okay, it was for a reason. Like I didn't go through the struggles or the trauma or the abuse
For
or whatever
nothing.
for nothing. Like it
Yeah.
was for a reason. Like I had
Yeah.
to learn these lessons for me to become where I am now, or for me to get to my higher self. Do you know what I mean?
And this is just back to the whole thing of like seeing all of these ways of believing in things in different perspectives. There's the real life version, which is, oh, this happened because you're broke, because you lost your money because you were doing something stupid. And then there's the like, I don't know, you could have like a spiritual perspective, like, okay, you went through this because this is an awakening that you needed to go
Yeah.
through.
Or you
Then
needed to
there's
let go of your
you know-
your grasp. I said grasp, Jesus Christ.
Grasp.
Your grasp on money and how you see money and your
You know.
perspective on money. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And your relationship with money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. No, I fuck with like astrology.
No,
Like
honestly.
I fuck with anything that's not like practical.
Yeah. Anything that would bend my mind. I like
Dude.
it. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? That would make me like, okay.
I'm like, confuse me just a little
Yeah,
bit
just a little
more.
bit, just so I can like obsess Loki about it and see what's more about it. Do you get? So okay, so now where you are, okay, so what you have learned, what practices or teachings have you now adopted into your life that has like drastically like impacted and in a positive way?
Please say it one more time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I'm a bit lost as well.
Okay, so I'll give an example. For me, something that I picked up in the last like year or so now is meditation. And obviously everyone meditates, like just from what I've read anyway, everyone meditates for a different reason on what they're aiming to like have control over. For me, it was my thoughts and my emotions. Because I know I'm a very sensitive person. You know, I said before when I was younger, I was very insecure. So people's thoughts and perceptions of me mattered a lot. Do you know what I mean? So if you didn't like me, I didn't like myself. If you loved me, I loved myself. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, and then even, as I said before, because I use my brain very a lot, so I'm an overthinker. Like I overthink, and I get like really bad anxiety as well. Do you know what I mean? So that's kind of why I went into meditation, to be able to control my thoughts. That if I see myself get into a bad cycle of bad thinking, or like thinking about myself in a bad way, whatever the case may be, or going down like a depressive episode or whatever, that I'm able to like pull myself out of that. Do you know what I mean? Or if it's a thing where like something happened to me, or like somebody interacted with me in a negative way and it's affecting me and it's causing me stress, that I'm able to like ground myself and take myself out of that and realize like, okay, the outer world does not affect who I am. I cannot let that. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, and it's been a blessing, honestly, because like I physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually see myself like get stronger. Like even as I said, because obviously with what I do, you have to be comfortable with people having negative comments and people hating on you and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And even like, so like even just like things like that, I'm like, I just don't care anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna do me regardless. And if you wanna give me bad energy, I can go into my own space and just chill out and ground myself. Do you know what I mean? So that's basically an example.
That makes sense. Yeah, totally.
I'm proud of you with how far you've come.
Yeah, honestly,
Thank
that's
you.
so good.
It's taken a long time, but we got there eventually.
Dude, it starts making sense.
It really does.
What about you?
Spirituality wise, I would say
or just life-wise, anything.
Go in with the flow in terms of like, let's say at 2 a.m. I want pineapple. Yeah. I'm gonna go and eat pineapple.
Yes, I agree with
if
you.
I want to dance outside right now here, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do it. You know, like in that way, in terms of like what you actually want in this moment, food, move, talk to someone. Like I'm gonna do that. If I see someone attractive, I'm gonna approach them. You know, in that terms. And I think it really helped me to meet the right people, be in the right moments and stuff like that. So that one is really good for me.
I fuck with that.
And you?
Yeah, learning to trust myself. I think I've had a lot of issues with self-doubt and trusting myself and my decisions.
I relate.
And now, dude, it's making sense. Like now that I've taken steps that align with the vision I had, even though in the moment that I'm making those steps, it doesn't make sense, it will make sense after I've done it. Then I can be like, oh, see, because you trusted yourself, you're where you are. Like I look at my, I look at my life in terms of 3 months. So I have goals for 3 months, because if I don't have a goal, I have ADHD. I will do fuck all then.
Yeah,
you know, I'll do it all.
Understandable.
Dude, I will do it all or nothing. So having 3 months of each phase of my life allows me to have goals for those 3 months. And so I make decisions where I'm like, within these 3 months is what I want to achieve. And sometimes it doesn't seem like I'm achieving it, even when the 3 months is over. And then I like go somewhere else and then I reflect and I'm like, fuck, you did it. Look, just because you had belief in yourself, just because you trusted yourself and you made a decision that you aligned with, even if people were talking shit on it, even if people were saying, this is a bad decision, you know? Like even if people were saying, this is what you should be doing instead. And the fact that I trusted myself, that's why I'm getting the things that I have now, you know? So self-trust, yeah.
I love that so much.
You know, actually, I was just thinking about people that surround you. And you were asking before how, like, would your friends react on things you do and stuff. I think at this point, I only have friends that support me. All of my ideas, you know? And I'm just I feel super lucky because every sin that I come up with, they're like, let's go for it.
Yeah,
I'm in.
Yeah.
And that's why you're like, okay, whatever.
I love that so much.
Obviously, sometimes you kind of go somewhere else and talk to other people who are very close-minded and secure and everything.
Yeah, and you feel it.
And you're like,
actually
oh,
feel the
no, stay away from me, you know?
Yeah.
No, and it's good.
It's
because
good.
every time
Your
you come
environment.
across people who are close-minded, you realize even more your purpose,
Yeah.
your mission.
And I'm in the right place. I'm
You
in
know?
the right
You
environment,
like, but it's weird because it's like a lot of mental conflict. So you're arguing with them and you're like, no, I'm good. Immediately they leave, you're like, wait, did I make the wrong decision? And you doubt it.
Yeah,
Back
absolutely.
now you're having the conversation with yourself that you had with them,
Yes.
and you're on their side.
Yeah.
Yo, that's
Totally.
the hardest part.
This is really tough.
Dude, getting out of that. So once you're able to get out, just like you're saying, you're pulling yourself out of depression, out of the negative cycles of self-doubt.
Yeah.
It becomes like that, even with other people. You need to have other people to test your mental fortitude.
Oh my God, there was this podcast. Do you know Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
So I don't know how he phrased it anyway, but he was saying that like, oh, something adversity. I don't know. He was just saying that, like, he said that you can't overcome challenges without adversity.
Oh yeah.
So like for you to feel love, you need to know what hate
Oh,
feels like. Do you know what
yeah.
I mean? For you to be happiness, you just know what, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to be able to experience the negative to really value and appreciate the positive.
Yo.
Do you know what I mean? So
Word.
shout out to
Mm-hmm.
Rogan. Okay, I guess to wrap things up, what's one life lesson you've learned in the last year that you want to tell the people them and preach out?
Life is too short, bro.
Do what you love.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Pay attention to things that you want to do. No
Facts.
excuses.
Especially,
Small steps.
especially the things you were into as a child. Tap into it.
Yeah,
Tap
exactly.
into it.
This is actually
Because that's even why I got back into dance. Because I was like, I need to get back into. Like, I love dancing. I'm a dancer. I've been loving it, and I'm like, I can't not dance for the rest of my life. Do you know what I mean?
Totally.
So going back into it, and I now look at where I am. Like, do you know what I mean? So I'm telling you, tap into the things that you used to love doing as a child.
For me,
this
that
is super good advice. I agree. Yeah.
yeah, I'd want to get a quad bike. Well, no, actually a dirt bike. Because I had a quad bike when I was younger, and I used to fuck with that shit. And I wanted a dirt bike so bad, and because my dad was like protective as fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, no dirt bike. Nigga, I have a quad bike. I don't know which one is more dangerous. They're both dangerous.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yeah, that's what I want right now. At my big age of 21, I'm like, because the thing is, if I don't get it now, I'm gonna forever contemplate and be like,
you're gonna forever crave it. Like,
dude,
keep coming back into your brain.
not even crave it, but then even doubt it even more. The older you grow, you're just like, I can't do this anymore. Oh, I can't learn anymore. So
yes, that's
while you
actually
can,
so true.
you
While
know,
you can do it.
while you're thinking about it, get into it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
Especially if you have like constant thoughts about doing something, it's just a sign you have to do that.
Yes.
Like if it's just one time, maybe like it's not that important. But if it's
If it's
consistently in
recurring,
your
then
mind,
it's the universe telling you something like, go for it. See
Guys,
what
I have
happens.
one more question.
Go on.
Do you ever think about what makes us different from actual psychos? Because sometimes I think I'm an actual fucking psycho.
No, same.
And then I'm like, what differentiates me from another psycho?
I think
From like an actual psycho.
yeah, I think morality and societal's view, I guess. Because
Okay.
obviously, like with you, back to what I was saying, like because obviously with you, let's say you're plotting to like someone, do you know what I mean? Well, you wouldn't do it because you know the repercussions. But from a psycho, it's like I don't care. Like
Yeah.
I have a vision, I have a goal, and I'm gonna tell my goal, and I'll deal with the consequences later. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and the reason I'm asking is because I'm like, there's some people who interpret the information that we put out there on the internet as if like it means anything. Because we'd be like, this is your world, you know, like whatever vision you have, go for it. And I'm like, fuck, what if there's someone actually listening to this shit and is gonna do the wildest shit and be like, I saw it on TikTok? Like, and obviously we can't control what type of information we put out there, but I'm like, this is scary.
That like, well, you have control.
No,
over
that
the
there's some people who will view that information and do the most negative shit.
Okay.
Like, we say it in the most positive
okay,
way.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
I
it doesn't
get
mean
you.
everyone perceives it in a positive way. Some people do mad shit.
No, yeah, I
because
get
they feel
you.
like they got the go-ahead to do whatever you want.
I
It is
get
your world,
you,
isn't
I
it?
get you. But I guess that really isn't down to you.
No.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You can't put
No.
that pressure on you and how someone else wants to take your advice.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah, it's a
And
choice.
if they're comfortable with accepting the repercussions, the consequences from it, then that's their own like journey. They can't come and say, "Oh, Pee-wee told me to do it." I'm business with you.
Dude, because like, yeah, without context, it could be anything.
Literally, yeah.
But with context, it's like, okay, I can see where you're coming from,
yeah.
you know? I mean, like, some people see half the shit that we do as crazy.
Yeah.
In other parts of the world,
Yeah.
in parts of the world that are super conservative, like Ireland is not even that conservative in comparison.
true.
Oh
You
yeah,
know what I mean?
true.
Yeah,
They will probably stone you to death. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Because they think you've gone against the word of God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is it not? I swear, is it not? What country was it? Is it Kenya or South Africa that fully legalized LGBT? Like,
Illegalized. It was Uganda.
yes.
That's why I cut
Uganda.
my hair, actually.
Yes, Uganda.
After I saw the news, I was like, oh, you guys are against masculinity.
Yeah.
Huh?
Go over there and tell them that you like to eat pussy, man. They'll
Bro.
fuck you, kill you.
Bro, but the thing is, I'm dumb. So, like, my dumb ass would probably go there and be like, I love shorties. Here's shorty
I
number
like
one.
women.
I love women. But it's like, it's just because fuck you.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
Yeah.
You know what I
no.
mean?
Yeah.
I fucking hate that. I hate that they did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can one do, Sha?
Hey, just be, I don't know, speak about the shit that you can where you are, where it's safe.
Yeah.
Like, for me, I'm like,
and change what you can change.
Yeah.
exactly. The things that you can't, you can only speak for them because there's actually not much I think you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I could do was cut my hair. and be like, fuck you. But like, they're not gonna see that.
You know, they don't give a fuck.
You know, these are the types of things that make me not believe in the Bible or anything. Because I'm like, okay, I can pray to God that they change this law. Why are they killing innocent people? Because they're using the Bible as a way to kill them. And it's like, ugh.
I hear it.
You know, like at the end of the day, it's humans who have control over human shit.
Yeah.
You know,
totally,
like,
totally.
oh my God, God is gonna do this for me. God is gonna, what? God is not gonna have y'all stop killing gay people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We as humans are gonna stop that shit. So that's why we feel like, oh, there's nothing we can do. But like, who can we reach out to like actually help people who are like in danger right now?
So do you feel like we're supposed to wrap this up? Well, fuck it, man.
I know.
Do you feel like the concept of, or not, the idea of us being helpless was like brainwashed or put into us so that it would keep us from actually like fighting for what we deserve?
That's why women have been helpless for so long under patriarchy.
Yeah.
And now that we've realized that we're not so helpless, we have the power.
Yeah.
Patriarchy is like, why the fuck do you know, you stupid bitch? Keep being stupid. This is why we don't want you guys to have education.
Yeah. I hear it.
Are you hearing it?
Okay, I think we've been well over time, but I think that's it. To be honest with you, this has been an amazing conversation.
Yeah, no,
thank you guys so much for coming. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
If you guys like this video, please subscribe, like, share, comment, all of that. Do you guys want to shout out your socials, your
Thank you.
stuff?
Yeah.
Add me on Fansly, Lenore Blue. Add me on social media, Pure Rambles everywhere. Spotify as well. I'm a podcaster. Come on.
I forgot my username, but